Hello everyone, welcome to an episode of Brave Paradise. Today, as per usual, I don't remember what we were doing last time. Get used to it. We were talking to the director, which is the elephant guy. That was not in the previous video because I was already tired of editing. We were just talking to him, it's fine. Didn't miss much. The director motions towards the tent before climbing right back in, squeezing himself through the small entrance.
Before we continue further into our tour, there is something I almost forgot we needed to do. If you follow me this way.
You stop by a small team of staff members who request that everyone with a smart casting device open up their pocket domains as a part of the regulations. Rex and Barry step back as you all initiate your pocket domain variables, rendering a moderately sized, opaque orb no bigger than your torso. The hovering orb has a large opening on one side of the egg-like shape that reveals the shaded inside of the cozy space. A concentrated darkness at the bottom gives some depth to the figure, giving an impression that the domain has a flat, flooring plane. You step back as staff members shine light into the orb, stretching the pliable domain to fit any belongings that could have been snuck into the island. They thoroughly dig around in each domain, making sure that there is no hidden compartments in the manifested container. In many cases, the domains are stretched close to the point of breaking apart, their esprit beginning to tear much to Ken's dismay. As expected, everyone's domains are empty and pass the examination. Vladimir gives a few claps as the crew steps away and gives him a small salute.
Thank you again for following our regulations by keeping your pocket domains empty. As I mentioned before, game shows tend to have quite a few cheaters. You'll be needing the space to carry your luggage, such as your camping equipment and weaponry. They're not things you want to leave behind, unless you prefer to sleep on the sand without a sleeping bag, but I can assure you that it's not as comfortable as you think it is. Lex and Barry. We had assumed that everyone would join the competition with smart casters. We have some spares if you would like them.
I'll pass.
I couldn't use them even if I wanted to, so likewise.
Could I offer the two of you a container of sorts for your goods? A backpack for your camping gear, perhaps?
That's alright. I'd rather not lug around the weight. I can remember where I put them. As for any weapons, I guess I have a big enough belt for them. I'll make it work.
That's true. I could practically stick my head through there if I needed to. It's fortunate you're so massive.
He's so massive.
Ooh, so big, he's so big.
It's just a
chonkodile.
I wrote this. Sure, but don't touch me. Please. For the love of God. I'll bite you.
And I just don't need camping stuff or adventuring stuff. I just need my handy claws. I can dig my old self a nice hole to sleep in and kill with my claws. Nothing I'm not used to.
That's extremely concerning, but also very convenient for my staff. So I'll roll with it. Well then, shall we continue our tour?
The tour guide continues around the campsite a little more, meeting some of the other production teams, chefs and healers. The site itself seems very small, but the team itself is bustling around trying to get everything prepared for the oncoming days. Everyone seems to have a strict agenda, and contrary to before, even Vladimir has a difficult time getting anyone's attention now. It isn't long before your tour ends back at the entrance of the camping grounds.
Well, it isn't much, but we have everything we need to keep a smooth operation going. Pop quiz. What did you notice about what the staff members were wearing?
Jock straps?
My kind of staff.
Wow, Ash, I didn't know you could see through people's clothes.
Why yes, why do you think my glasses are for? The X-ray vision for clothes.
No, that's not you, that's Barry's glasses. Anyway,
I got it too.
they all had a variety of different outfits. Was there really anything else to say? Well, Inari was in full formal attire. Jude was shirtless in a jumpsuit.
They all had a red, white, and black colors under the outfit.
That's right. I personally coordinated our color scheme to make it easier for you to identify staff. I think everyone just wanted to wear t-shirts. Ugh, so drab, right?
Vladimir lets out a very long and exaggerated sigh. Costume design is one thing, but was a staff color coordination really necessary? It must be very tiring, to say the least, to work for Vladimir.
We have about 30 minutes before it starts to get dark and the feast is fully cooked. If you would like to take a moment before we settle down for the evening, you are free to explore the island on your own. But I wouldn't wander too far. When everyone is back, we'll have our feast and then you can set up your campsites. Sounds like a plan.
Everyone agrees and Vladimir takes his leave, striding back to the director's tent.
Well, I'm going to go take a swim before nightfall and grub. Anyone who wants to come is welcome to join me.
Ooh, me, I'm coming.
I'll come too. Didn't come in a bathing suit for nothing.
Right, let's hit the beach, men.
Do you think they'll let us wander around the campsite? I want to check it on my item. I don't assault, I could get grubby paws on my device.
Okay, nerd. It'll probably be fine. I'll go with you. I want to pick up mine as well.
Then if it's alright, I'll come along too. It's not every day you get to see sets like this.
Everyone starts to split up in two groups. You and Rex are the only ones undecided.
What about you, Rex?
Hand.
What about you, Rex?
I love it.
Okay, I'm pressing my arms then.
Oh, there he goes.
I'm not sure.
Well, do you want to talk with me in the forest? Could be fun to explore what's out there.
I'm getting flashbacks to that one EA scene with the scaly guy in the forest. Rex scratches his chin for a moment and makes a decision.
Sure. We can look for a campground or resource ahead of schedule.
Oh, that's actually a pretty good idea. Let's do that.
Jay, in my flashback, are you talking about Identity where we have that scene of that tree looks big enough to suck my dick?
What?
That tree over there is big enough for you to suck my dick.
You know what?
Wait,
That one's
what?
even better.
Who in reality just says that?
Oh no, Watson could probably pull it off.
What?
The crew splits off into three groups in separate directions. You and Rex leave the production site in search of some shade and shelter. To your surprise, you quickly find a well-established trail that leads into the forest. Your trail heads directly into the heart of the forest, and the salty smell of the ocean begins to dissipate as you venture in. Despite the shade, it must be hotter inside the forest than the beach due to the trapped humidity rising from the winding creek. Birds singing to guide their flocks. What? Birds singing to guide their flocks, and the sounds of babbling brook.
Of the babbling brook.
What? The babbling.
Pretty
brook?
much the stream of water that's a brook, and babbling is making a noise.
The Babadook.
All right, you want to use fancy words? Good for you. I'm just gonna not understand the game. Sure.
Babbling brook.
The babbling brook just off the path creates a picturesque foresty scenery. Foresty? What did I even... Forest scenery. Shit.
This is a foresty forest.
It's a very foresty forest.
Oh, goodness.
Yes, the forest in the
Ebony
whole
forest.
forest.
Without a word, you slowly continue down the beautiful path for nearly 10 minutes, in awe of the old mossy forest landscape endlessly unfolding. Your eyes are filled with lush landscape packed with tiny details. Everywhere you looked was a miniature wonderland of flora bristling with life. Everything was filled with a vibrant green of... Okay, we get it. It looks nice. Cool. Everything was filled with a vibrant green, and each life, no matter how small, had a story to tell if you listen closely enough.
The fucking spider on the ground is like, oh, many moons ago, I had 24 children.
The babbling brook's wife left him.
Captivated by the bounty of natural life surrounding him, Rex unconsciously breaks the silence to share his sentiments.
I want to swim in that fucking river, man.
Feels so peaceful out here. Reminds me of home.
He lives in the babbling brook. Oh yeah? Where are you from?
Ishuvada.
Yeah, okay. Should have figured.
Only place you can find forests like these.
Clearly not. We're in one right now.
But even still, Veristy's blessing is strong in these woods.
Yeah.
You don't know who she is, do you? So, how about you?
Me? I'm from Galera. But my parents are from Ishvalda. There we go.
Shin, whenever Jake does that, can you please tickle him under his arms?
I can't.
Wrong arm.
Wrong arm. I'd have to like.
You can reach around. Squeeze his tiger too.
Abusing Jake on camera.
Oh, makes sense.
Why? Because I'm a lion? Kind of species of you to assume a lion is Ishvaldian, isn't it?
Rex slowly draws his hand to his face and covers his forehead. She's just like, oh, I'm so f***ing done with you.
I'm just giving you shit, dude. Don't worry about it.
No, not that. I just got a headache. Wild thing wearing off already.
You okay?
Yeah, I'm fine. Close your eyes for a moment.
Huh?
Listen.
What's happening?
I don't know what pose I'm moving.
You both take a short pause from hiking to close your eyes and let nature's embrace envelop you. It was as if time had frozen and the world stopped spinning for a brief moment. Only the lullabies of the tiny winged muses of the forest could be heard, echoing through the vast forest. Their songs carried a gentle melody, beckoning their mysterious new arrivals deeper inside. The graceful singing puts you at ease. Only the distant chirps and the sounds of your own heartbeat breaks the peaceful silence. Cheerful messages settle into the brush from the lush forest canopy as the sirens of the forest go about their daily business as they have for centuries. What the f*** are these
I like how you have
sentences?
to read
Why?
this.
Shin's going giga brain.
Although it's impossible to know what they're really saying, it's easy to feel as though they're speaking directly to you. Only a couple of minutes pass by before Rex breaks his silent meditation on the soulful ambience and heeds their call.
Soulful ambulance.
Did he say ambulance? I didn't hear that.
Rex,
Okay,
please
well,
hold it in. You're not let loose on the path. Nature's not calling that hard.
you know, it's fine. I'll take the ambulance. At least it's gonna take me away from this f***ing luscious forest of f***ing fancy bitch.
Noted, don't take Shin camping.
So, what was I supposed to be listening for?
The birds. They're all heading in one direction.
Oh, really? Must have some hella good hearing.
It's not that hard to hear. It's almost like a ringing.
Like tinnitus.
No, not like that. If you listen closely enough, you'll hear it too. It's like they're calling us.
Calling us?
Yeah.
You close your eyes, cup your hands around your ears, and listen closely for a pattern pointing in any particular way. However, try as you might, you're unable to distinguish any sort of directionality to their calls.
I don't know, man. I don't hear it.
Maybe they're not calling for you then.
Well, what is that supposed to mean?
There's only one way to find out. Come on, let's follow the call and see what's down this way.
Huh? Why?
There might be something worth seeing if the wildlife is that interested. Could give us an advantage early on in the game.
Well, I'm all for that. Lead the way, Bird Whisperer.
Rex veers down a new trail that splits off to the right, and you follow a couple of paces behind. Rex stops and listens periodically, continuing down the less worn path deeper into the forest that leads further than you would have ever naturally traveled. Despite your best efforts, with hands cupped firmly around your ears, you cannot make heads or tails of what is guiding him. However, Rex might be onto something. There is an odd, undeniable feeling that something or someone is watching your short journey. Watching from great distance, far beyond the purview. Far beyond the purview of any nearby beard.
Oh god.
The trail winds deeper into the forest, but passes by a grassy field. You follow as Rex pauses once more before heading into the lush green space. You're careful to slow your pace as you stray further and further from your original trail. It wouldn't be worth venturing too far and getting lost on your first night on the island. Fortunately, the sound of birds gently fades into the background before you manage to stray too far. Rex stops to assess the location, as if to see if his detour has paid off. You, on the other hand, lazily pick your nose. It seems as if you're struck gold when Rex rudely interrupts your mining experience.
Seems we've reached our destination.
Here? Dude, we're in the middle of nowhere.
It does look that way. At least we're not lost.
We're not? Do you remember our way back?
No. But you can see Soltek's camp over there.
You turn to see some colorful tents through the cracks in the bushes. You are less than a mile from the campsite.
We just walked around the campsite in an arc.
Look at that. Well, that's kinda anticlimactic. I mean, not that I wanted to get lost, it's just I was kinda hoping we'd find something.
Maybe we did.
Rex gestures with an open palm towards a nearby clearing, past a thick row of shrubs and bushes.
Look, we can make camp here.
Stone Kun, oh my god.
Stone
You both
Chan.
approach
Gonna rock you.
a special location that could be suitable for camping if it weren't for the big boulder in the center of the clearing.
Can build around that.
Most people would find this small clearing as nothing more than a place to rest. Rex inspects the ground of the clearing, noticing the sparse clumps of weeds and flattering
Flattened. Flattering dirt.
This dirt really flatters
God.
our fur color, doesn't it? You should probably wear some of it.
flattened dirt.
Yes.
The ground seems pretty level here. Could be a good spot for setting up a camp if we do a little cleaning.
I mean, I guess it could be. Kind of annoying to have to sleep around this huge rock, though.
Why don't we move
got
it
it.
then?
Move it? The boulder was massive and nearly 2 emilos wide.
God, it's the f***ing marbles all over again.
Only natural causes or a fanatic could have placed the boulder here. For Rex to say something so boldly yet nonchalantly made it almost seem possible. But how could someone possibly move such an enormous slab? At least, not unless you decided to cheat with fanatics on the very first day for a mundane task like moving boulders.
You must be all sorts of loony if you think I'm going to be able to pick that up.
Fine, I'll move it.
What? Alone?
You don't think I can?
Dude, I don't care how ripped you are. There's no way you're gonna lift that boulder.
Bet me.
Rex's naturally stoic expression breaks into a cocky smile at his wagger. Wait, what?
Wager.
Wagger, everybody! Wagger!
Rex's normally stoic expression breaks into a cocky smile at his wager.
Bet you? You're seriously planning on moving that thing?
Yeah, bet me.
Nah, dude. You're crazy.
Scared.
Dude, if you can pick that thing up, I'll friggin' quit the competition.
Don't say that!
Alright then! Quit?
I mean, yeah. I'll quit here and now if you can lift that thing. I'll walk my ass right to Valamir and tell him I quit, or I'm just gonna drop out from competing until I can go home. I mean, he said we could earlier, right?
Isn't that a bit much?
I'm already pretty outclassed with this whole adventuring thing. So no, not really. I mean, dude, look at yourself. Look at Bryce, or Hector, or Aaron. Y'all are jacked as hell. I'm not that smart, or fast, or witty. I've got no tricks up my sleeve or special talents, so what's even the point? Think I could compete in this kind of format with a guy who casually lifts boulders?
Well, if you give him a surprise kick, maybe.
I was about to say!
Nah, I'd rather go home and look for a job. I'm not about to embarrass myself on camera for free. That's the last thing I need. So yeah, I'll bet my place here.
Whatever works for you.
What about you? What's in it for me if you can lift it? I think it's only fair that you'll leave if you can't lift it, right?
You wish. Let's see. If I can't lift the boulder, I'll owe you a favor.
Ooh, what kind of flavor are we talking here?
A significant one.
It would have to be something secretive, so that the producers don't catch on. Something that would give me an edge without being blatant.
A blowjob.
That wouldn't give me an edge. Ah, it. You got yourself a deal.
It's a deal then.
Rex cracks his knuckles and shakes the gathering sweat from his palms. He slowly approaches the enormous rock and paces around it once, inspecting which angle would be the best for lifting. Once he's settled, he slowly begins to bend down while patting the sides of the rock, looking for any kind of grip.
Looks pretty heavy.
No shit, Sherlock! Sorry, no shit, First Class Detective Wolfstar. But I've left heavier. Though I was in much better shape at the time.
Unable to find any suitable grip, the gator wraps his arms around the rock with surprising force.
He's vibrating!
Vibrating
He's
gator!
vibrating!
His knees creak and his arms strain as he begins to apply as much leverage as his body can muster to the boulder.
Please answer the crocodile. He's ringing.
Bring, 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 bring.
If he wasn't covered in scales, his veins would be bursting at their seams. As one could expect, the boulder starts ringing as well. Begins to move? Impossible. No beast should have this kind of strength. Yet the boulder begins to lean towards Rex centimeter by centimeter. What kind of jest is this? Is this a part of a show? The darkness beneath the stone becomes exposed to light as the stone continues to lift. Imagine if... No, don't bother. Why? Why bother indulging in meaningless hope? Surely it has been smashed to pieces by the boulder's great weight. But what if it isn't? Curse these ever-lingering inquisitive minds. What harm could be done by looking? What the f*** are we doing?
We're gonna get crushed by a boulder, obviously.
Goodbye, a cruel world.
Just a peek would quench our curiosity. And it seems that we share in our interest as you kneel down to see Rex's incredible progress.
Ah.
By the gods! A faint pinkish light begins to shine on your face as you press your face against the dust. Drakes, you're in this game? I didn't know. What does this mean? A shimmer of hope blazes brightly in the void.
Yo, there's something under here, dude.
Rex replies with grunts that are barely recognizable as words.
What?
Yeah, dude, there's something shining under the stone. Like, seriously shining. Keep pulling it towards you so I can reach underneath and grab it.
I'm trying.
And don't you dare drop it on Mr. Righty. Oh my god. He's still shaking. He's a fucking vibrator gator.
Vibrator gator.
Rex shifts gears and starts pulling the rock with his full force. The rock continues to lean upwards, finally revealing the contents that have been sealed away for months' time. All kinds of bugs scatter out, making you jump a bit. Sure enough, you spot something glowing beneath the underside of the boulder. Wait, we already established that, dude, just get on with it. Perhaps it was the adrenaline from the sudden swarm that popped out from underneath, but you reach in at a light speed and pick up the stone. In the process of reaching quickly, a shot of stone jutting out nearby cuts your hand as you pick it up.
Ow,
What happened?
You put it down to check your bleeding hand as a unspoken feeling of worry are suddenly conveyed and thoughts of relief finally connect.
that really scared me, but it's just a tiny cut, no biggie. Nothing, it's fine. Let it down easy.
The stone and rune are nearly untouched.
The hell is that thing?
Hello, greetings.
What?
No, this is actually you being the stone now.
Really? Okay.
What?
Let's go, salutations.
Ah, what the
The stone flies from your hand and hits a large boulder, slightly chirping and cracking. The combination of your scream and the smaller stone smashing into the boulder sends shivers down Rex's spine and causes him to flinch. Oh, he's rubbing his belly on the stone now.
Yeah, rub that gator belly.
Without any ease, Rex immediately drops the stone and wheezes for air. His arms hang by the side freely, exhausted from effort. The boulder nearly lands on top of glowing stone again, nearly centimeters away from the edge.
What? What?
Emilio, if that broke, by the gods.
Dude, careful, don't just drop it like that.
Well, maybe. I wouldn't have dropped it if someone didn't throw something at me and scream.
Oh, yeah, okay, that's fair.
Besides, there wasn't no way I could hold that any longer. It's heavy.
How dare you?
The first word that Monchi said, just how dare you?
I think you've got a pretty nice shape, personally. Well, I'm still super impressed you managed to actually lean that giant thing. But leaning isn't lifting, so therefore...
That was just a warm-up round. You never said I only had one try.
Rex leans backwards to stretch his lower back and winces from sudden shots of pain.
That's true, but...
Hey, no backing out now. Not yet. And I'm not falling for your jump scares again. I hope.
Wait. I didn't mean to throw it at you. That stone spoke to me. It was like speaking in my head.
What? Like a visation stone?
I don't know. Never needed to use one. That's kind of old-fashioned. I don't even know what they look like.
Fine. Let's pause and take a look.
Look into ending this episode. Thank you guys so much for watching.
No, that's literally awful.
Thank you guys so much for watching. Smash the like button if you liked it. Comment down below. Tell us what you thought of the vibrating alligator. Oh yeah, this got in the description. Join us now.